Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I recently finished Find Your Why by Simon Sinek, and today I'd like to share my thoughts and opinions of the book, along with my recommendations for who I think it would be best for and who I think would get the most out of it. So first and foremost, I do just want to discuss what this book is all about without giving away any spoilers. In essence, it's all about finding your purpose or your why. And it's about how the most successful people, including the likes of Martin Luther King or Steve Jobs in a business context, all started with why, and how this is essential for ensuring that people buy into a product or a service or a movement or an idea. And it shows how leaders with the greatest influence think, act, and communicate, and how this is very, very different to the normal or day-to-day person. It really is about explaining a special type of leadership which will help improve and the influence that individual will have, and how you can start to implement that in your own life. So there's a discussion of something called the Golden Circle Framework, and it really talks about how you can build it, and how people can be inspired by it. So what did I like about this book? Well, first and foremost, just the book in general. As you can see, it's quite big, it's quite thick, but it's just so well done. The formatting is absolutely fantastic. It's broken up really, really well. The text is very digestible. There's lots of images, there's lots of nice colours. It's just a really well presented book, and it makes it really easy to kind of follow and flow through. I also like how there's different sections, such as the little tips. There's exercises as you go along that you can kind of go through as you kind of delve into the content. And I also love how there's little sections where you have like breaks and things like that. So it just makes the whole thing really, here's an example exercise and how long it will roughly take you. I just think it's really good that you can actually start to implement the content, and it makes sure that you actually use it and start to incorporate it, which is obviously the main thing from this book. I like the fact that Simon gives plenty of different examples. As an example, you can see these concepts in action at the likes of Disney or Costco. I think that's really, really great. It makes it a lot more kind of interesting and understandable and relatable as well. I also love how just inspirational it is and exciting. It's a really fun read, despite those exercises. It really is just, there's a lot of kind of storytelling in it and a lot of unique angles that a lot of other authors haven't touched upon. So in the likes of Steve Jobs, you hear things about him that you wouldn't hear from other kind of works, or even from his own autobiography. There's a lot of interesting insights into him. So if you like leaders, particularly those at big corporations or other movements, then it's good to get an insight into those through this book. And it's just a fantastic resource, not only educational, but just enjoyable as well. So who do I think this would be best for? Who do I recommend it for? Well, anyone in a leadership position, anyone who's in charge of a team, or anyone who's working in sales as well. I think this will help you to better understand your potential customers, and it will help you make more sales as well if you implement what's kind of discussed in here. Along similar lines, it's great for any business owner, whether a current or existing business, or whether you're kind of new to entrepreneurship or want to start your own business. There's a lot about building a successful culture and ensuring that you kind of lead from example as well. So overall, a fantastic read. I would strongly recommend Find Your Why by Simon Sinek.